Hello everyone, and welcome to my Top 10 Winter Wonder Festival 2019. And I'm pretty excited about what was announced, believe it or not. At first, I was a little leery, and it took a little bit of time to figure out what exactly my top 10 was. And after looking through things started to grow on me, so I'm really happy to now share my top 10 with utmost affirmity, as it were. But the first thing that I want to, mention is any honorable mentions. And the first one is going to be Scott Hog Scotty by Questq and by Fat. So these two are going to be made by two different companies. Both of them are also going to be in different ascensions. I'm interested in either or of them depending upon what the quality is going to be. I'm a little bit more interested in Fat's, not so much in Questq's, because Questq's is in her second ascension, unfortunately, and that doesn't quite appeal to me, so I'm leaning a little bit more towards Fat, but we'll have to see when the sculpt comes out, because the sculpt might be horrible for Fat's, and then Questq's is perfectly fine, so we'll have to see when those have a great prototype. The next honorable mention is going to be Police Tamamo by Fat Company. Again, this looks really good. It's a grayscale prototype, and the sculpt of it looks really, really good. However, I'm gonna have to be probably seeing the paint of this, because again, Fat has been kind of all over the place with their paint sometimes, so I'll have to see what they do with this one. So far, I've been overall happy with their sculpt at least, but their paints, hit or miss sometimes, especially with quality control. The next honorable mention is going to be Saber Nero school uniform version, I think. At least that's what appears that she's wearing. She's also seen to be wearing earmuffs as well. But it's a skin from Fate Extella Link that she's wearing. What the title of this figure is, I don't know. It is being made by Questq. The sculpt looks really good. She has a bright smile on her face, it appears. The face doesn't look weird or anything like that, but we'll have to see how the paint is going to go on this, because I don't even know the color of the uniform at this point. It's probably seeable in the game, Fate Extella Link, but I have no idea. So we'll have to see what the paint is going to look like on this figure before really giving any kind of ranking to it, I think. The next one of an honorable mention is going to be Scott Hog Formal Dress version by Questq. We got a gray prototype now. It's looking good so far. We'll have to see the paint, especially on how they're going to do all the translucent parts on this, because the artwork anyway of it does look a little bit translucent in certain parts, so it's really going to depend upon what that's going to look like in the final form. So this is just going to get an honorable mention for now, but I have my eyes pretty strongly on this so far though. Another honorable mention is going to be an announcement, and that is going to be Nobu by Aquamarine. We finally have a Nobu figure. Really excited about that finally. I'm gonna have to see how the sculpt is going to be, however, because this looks to be a very complicated figure. And Aquamarine has done some pretty complicated figures, but they're also still hit and miss sometimes with their figures. So we'll have to see what this one's gonna look like when it's actually gray prototyped. The final honorable mention is going to be a really surprising one considering, when the character was released. And that is Bebe Swimsuit version by Aquamarine. This was a little bit surprising. There wasn't any hints or anything like that in terms of an announcement for this one, but I'm pretty happy with it. We finally get a Bebe figure that, I personally like, to be honest with you. There's another one I think that's already out of her. The creator of it, I'm not recalling right now. But hey, we got Swimsuit Bebe. That's a really big surprise considering that she was just announced last year. Okay, so finally getting into my top 10 figures of Wonder Festival. The first one is going to be Good Smile Company's Okita Alter Ego. Really excited that this was announced. Aquamarines was pretty much one that I was really excited about. It has gone up for pre-order now. However, the price of it is just, it's pretty ridiculous considering the face of the figure. The face of the figure is really off-putting, but this is really promising. So I'm hoping really good things from this. It's just an announcement so far. There isn't any grayscale prototype. The main difference that it looks like it's going to be between these two figures, between Good Smile Companies and Aquamarines. Aquamarines is second ascension, while this one is final ascension. So really happy that this actually got announced, so at least I have another option to go with. But let's face it, usually what I end up doing is just getting both figures anyways because I can't decide on which one to get. So, starting at number 9 is going to be another announcement, and this is going to be a Saber figure, which is Knight in the Gym Suit version. From what I could try to do or have been told with translating of what the title of this one in, it is just an announcement, but it's another Saber figure and it's her in a different outfit. Yes! Thank you! It looks really exciting. I can't wait to see the sculpt of this one, especially because this might actually be more of the artwork from Fate Extella Link and not the usually regular artwork, which I'm okay with, you know, a little bit different artworks in my Sabers, so really happy that this one got announced. Okay, now at number 8 is going to be Anaplex's Saber Alter and Sakura Heaven's Feel version. Really excited that these got announced, especially since it's a set. Hopefully they'll be combined in some kind of way. On MFC, they appear to be 2 different figures and not just one figure, but I would be very surprised if they sold these 2 separately. I wouldn't be surprised at all, actually, if they're almost being put up at pre-order at the exact same time, so then they have a conjoined base. But again, we'll see. At this point, it's just an announcement. Coming in at number 7 is going to be the only non-Fate figure that's going to be on this list, and that is Prince from Azure Lane, made by Alter. This figure looks amazing. I cannot wait to see this painted. Prince is one of my favorite boat girls in Azure Lane. I do play Azure Lane too, by the way, if any of you are curious. And this is my go-to girl, so the fact that Alter is making a figure of her is just, oh my gosh, yes. So really excited that this now has a grayscale prototype, and I can't wait to see it painted. Coming in at number 6 is going to be Anaplex's Kegel. I think that's how you say her name. It's Erish, but it's now painted, and it looks amazing, especially now that it has the sculpt of it as well, obviously. And especially the spear that she has, the effect part on that, and then the rest of the figure as well is looking really, really good. In fact, it was even put up on pre-order already. It's a little bit on the pricey side, but so was also Ishtar as well. And since I have Ishtar by Anaplex, I'm probably going to have to get this one too, unfortunately, because you can't have one without the other. I don't know what it is. You know what it is with me about sets? I have to have the entire set. Alright, now, getting into the top 5. At number 5 is going to be Bunny's Scott Hog by Alter. It is now painted. And, oh gosh, the purple paint on this figure is... It looks really, really good. And also the stockings as well. Oh man, she looks cute. And also, the little accessory she has too with the wine glass and whatnot. That looks amazing. I am really happy with how this one has turned out, and I can't wait to pre-order her. Coming in at number 4 is actually going to be a remake of a figure, and that is going to be Saber Alter Figma 2.0. So just like they did with the Saber Figma, they're also doing it to Saber Alter as well. I am so happy that this got announced because I can now finally get her without a ridiculous markup price or already broken and I have to repair it myself when I get it in from another person. So really happy that this got announced and I can now finally get her in. A little upset though that I don't have the Shingiku Figma ordered now though with the bike. I may have to put that in order now that this got announced. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Alter's Merlin. Wow! This looks beautiful. I cannot wait to get this in. It looks amazing. It's going to look great amongst all of my other Fate figures. The sculpt looks amazing. The hair especially is just wow. And the entire outfit, I am really impressed with Alter's work on this. I'm going to have to probably pre-order this without a doubt. Okay, coming in at number 2 is going to be Stronger's Mordred and Jean Type Moon Racing version. Really excited that this got announced. It's now painted as well. It looks amazing. I cannot wait to put this on pre-order because, well, I already have all the other racing girls at this point, so I have to get these two now because Set completion. It's... I don't know why. Just... So, coming in at number 1 for Wonder Festival is going to be Good Smile Company's Heroic Spirit formal dress version. The sculpt of this looks beautiful. I cannot wait to see it painted and see how it's going to turn out. Saber looks absolutely adorable, especially with the little tiara on her head. Just, oh gosh, I cannot wait to see this one painted. I am really excited for this one, and I am glad that we have some progress on it at this point with the grayscale prototype. Okay, everyone, that is my top 10 Winter Wonder Festival of 2019. Pretty happy with it so far, but if you want to leave a comment down below on what are your top announcements that happened at this Wonder Festival, and also if you want to see more figure content, make sure you subscribe and leave a like if you like the video. But as for me, I'm pretty happy so far for my wallet. My wallet isn't going to have too much damage to it, as it's always done in previous years that it has happened before. Oh no. No.